Hey everybody, Danny Bernal here with DanielleBernal.com, and today we're talking about a really powerful end of month topic. So we're talking about how to deal with excuse makers. So here's the thing. For me, one of my biggest learning lessons is I used to take this really personal, because if I would get someone in my business or have someone in my business and I knew they needed the opportunity, and we would have these conversations and they would share their why and why they're doing it, I would get extremely invested. And so because I knew how bad they needed it, I was emotionally invested because I cared about them. And so I expected them to want it the way that I want it. And sometimes we can get caught up in this. We want people to want it how we want it. We want people to see it the way we see it, to do the work, to go out and talk to people the same way we do, to have that hunger, that burning desire in them every single day the same way we do. And so when we know that they need it and that action is not being put forth, sometimes it can affect us. Like, we can get emotionally invested and we can kind of be like, what the heck? And so I know for me, that used to bother me a lot, because drop a 5 in the comments if you've ever spent like 2 hours with a teammate having the most incredible conversation about all the things they're gonna do, and you leave so jacked up, they leave jacked up, you're like, this person's gonna, like, I really think they had a breakthrough, I really think they get it, like they're gonna explode, and then nothing happens. Still the same excuses, nothing really changes. What tends to happen is we get this emotional attachment to thank you, Nate. Nate has experienced that. So we want people to want it the way we do. And so what do we do when they don't? So here's the thing, and I got this from Ray Higdon. This is a huge lesson you can learn in your business, is that your job is to show people how to create success. Your job is not to make people want to create success. So there's a huge difference. And sometimes we get caught up, all our emotions get caught up in how to make someone want to create success. And that is not your job. You don't get paid for that part. You only get paid to teach people how to create success. And so they might, if they're not doing the work necessary, if they're not hitting their goals today, that's not where you fell short. You know, some people just don't want it as bad as you do. Some people, they buy their own excuses. And so it's so important for us not to get wrapped up in those excuses or not get emotionally attached to what's going on there. We kind of need to differentiate the two and get that, you know, whatever's going on, whatever excuse they have, that's great, and that's fine, and you can be supportive and care, because like life happens and you still want to be a stance for people and care for people, but there's people in worse situations that make it happen anyways. So whatever excuse people have, there's people that have had worse situations that they finished their month strong, they hit their goals, they still did it anyways. And so you have to know that as a leader, you have to get that people that really want it, people that have a burning desire for change, they go after it and they figure it out anyways despite their circumstances. And so the way you deal with excuse makers is you don't deal with excuse makers. If someone's constantly taking your time, if someone's constantly, you know, sharing with you all their reasons why they're going to do it and how something's going to be different and it never changes, you can no longer give away your time like that. Our time is very valuable, and if you want to build a big business, you have to be very wise with your time, because you need your time to find more people to impact, and you need your time to give to those that are also on the same mission. And so anybody that doesn't fall into those two categories, you have to be very smart with how much time you give them, especially if nothing's changing in their business over and over again. And so the way to deal with excuse makers is you don't deal with them. So there's going to be excuse makers today that don't finish their numbers today, that don't finish the month the way they said. That's not your problem. And I know sometimes we can get wrapped up in calling our team and trying to make it about, we want them to finish their goals because that helps us. But really, the best thing you can do for people is you let them figure it out. You know, you laid out the groundwork for how to be successful. You cannot make them want to be successful. And so this frees you up so much in your business, because I remember like when end of month used to be so stressful for me because I was concerned about all these other people. You know, I was hitting my volume, I was getting people, I was doing all the things I needed to do, but my energy was down because I was trying to pick up all these people, trying to figure things out, trying to encourage people. And once I realized that was not my job, that's not my job in this business, it was so freeing. Like end of month is so exciting because I use it now as a day to call anybody that was on the fence, to call anybody that has ever expressed interest. And I use it a day to focus on like getting as much stuff as I can for my personal business. And then of course I'm supported for my team if they reach out to me. But sometimes this day can bring people down because we want people to do things and want it the way we want it. And when you can let go of that and get like, hey, that's not my job, and our job is not to focus on the excuse makers, but it's to focus on the people that are hungry, the people that show up, the people that are doing the deal, the people that are talking to people, the people that are out there in the hustle with you, out there making it happen with you. Those are the people that you get with today. Those are the people that you focus on. And it's so important because you can do more with those people than anybody that's making excuses or anybody that has one foot in, one foot out. Those people kind of bring down the energy. And so I wanted to make sure I came live this morning and did this because it's so important to have your head right, and not just on end of month, but any day, to get focused on, you know, if someone's always giving you excuses, the best thing you can do is give them homework. So they need to go do something before they get your time. And you don't have to say it in a rude way, but say like, hey, last time we talked, you know, it didn't really work out the way we planned. You know, I don't know what happened, but it didn't work out the way we planned. So why don't you go talk to 10 people, go talk to 20 people, and then come back and we'll set up a plan. But go talk to people first, because really we can talk all day long, but that's not going to build your business. You know what to do. You go to the trainings, you know everything you need to do. Why don't you go do that and then we'll talk? It's so important to be smart with your time. Hold your time valuable. Make sure that people see that your time is valuable, and give time to those that are hungry, not those that, you know, are making the excuses. And so I just wanted to share this because I think it's a really powerful EOM topic, because don't get focused on the ones that aren't finishing off strong, the ones that are kind of throwing in the towel. You know, the best thing you can do as a leader is to power this day, power through it, get new customers, get new people, and excite your team and show them what you're doing. And then, you know, the people that are making the excuses or don't know if, you know, if they're going to hit their goals or don't know what to do, that's on them, right? Your job was to show them how to create success, not to show them how to want to. And so if you got value from this, feel free to like, comment, or share. I hope everyone has an amazing end of month and finishes strong and has a safe Halloween. Post pictures of your costumes. I love to see all the costumes. And I hope everybody has a blessed day. Talk to you soon.